everyone, my name is Lauren. I'm a certified vet tech and I am here today with Dr. Burns at Veterinary Associates of Cape Cod, and we're going to be discussing heat stroke in pets as it is summertime. So Dr. Burns, what would you say your best advice for pet owners are on those 80-90 degree days?
Well, you know, it's really great that I don't see as much heat stroke as I did years ago, but unfortunately still hundreds of pets die every year in a hot car. That's totally unnecessary.
Wow.
And what I think a lot of people don't recognize is that it gets very hot very quickly. About every 10 minutes, the temperature in a parked car goes up 20 degrees Fahrenheit. In 20 minutes, it's over 30 degrees Fahrenheit. So you may leave that car and it's 80 degrees and just go that quick errand, and that's what I really see these days. People who just come out of the car for a couple minutes and get tied up, and next thing they know, it's 20 minutes, and now the car is 30 degrees Fahrenheit higher, so that 80 degree day is now 110 in the car, and that dog or that pet will go downhill quite quickly in those conditions.
Great, thank you for that information. And what would you say for people, besides it being bad for the environment, people who leave their car running with the AC on in it if they're going in for a quick errand?
Well, that's worrisome, as is cracking the windows. A lot of people think that cracking the windows is helpful. Studies have shown that actually does nothing. So it's just a really good idea to be very cognizant about bringing your pet on days that, you know, perhaps maybe you shouldn't. And that transcends to other issues. There's a lot of other issues with cars. Animals we've seen fall out of windows. Certainly we've seen animals involved in car accidents that weren't properly restrained. We've had animals hit by airbags. So whenever you're getting in the car with your dog or your pet, you want them secure, you want them in a carrier, you want them in a harness if they're a canine, but you really want to think it through, and you don't want to leave an animal unattended in the car really under any circumstance unless you really have to.
Great, thank you so much. Another question I had for you today is, on those really hot summer days and you're out on a wonderful walk with your pet, what are things you want to look for heat stroke in your pet? And if you do notice these signs, what you want to do next?
Well, you just want to be really careful, especially with some of the more popular breeds these days, like Frenchies or Bulldogs, because these brachycephalic breeds, as we call them, where their faces are kind of smushed in, they can't really breathe well on a good day. And a dog cools by breathing. So when it gets hot, not even that hot for you, as I tell clients, anything over 80 degrees Fahrenheit, you want to be really careful. You want to pick your walking to the right times of day. You don't want to do that in a midday heat. You just want to be really careful, and you want to just have good dog sense. And if it seems like it's getting too exhausting, too hot for your dog, then it is getting too hot and too exhausting for your dog. You want to get them in some shade, you want to cool them down. Here we'll oftentimes add hydration to their feet, that's where they cool, and we'll give them some shade just to try to bring their temperature down. But really the best thing is just to avoid it, and if it seems like it's getting too hot too quick for your pet, then it is getting too hot too quick for your pet.
Great, awesome, thank you so much. So it sounds like those longer walks should be earlier in the morning or later in the evening once the sun has set.
Definitely.
Awesome, thank you so much. Appreciate your time. Thank you guys for tuning in on learning about heat stroke in pets.
Having a collapsible water bowl or a way for your pet to drink water this summer is very crucial in preventing heat stroke. Whether it's a collapsible bowl, a water bottle with a bowl attached to it, or a running belt with a water bottle, Agway has many options for you.